Welcome back. Well, it's probably it's been well over a month since we last really did we were back on doing the next mission in the line. I've decided to instead of being one mission, then exactly after it the entire spreadsheet, the PowerPoint presentation with how the thing is. I've decided to just move it along one. It's because I've been having trouble getting the state of the parts of that set I've previously set on last week. Plus, last time we did a story mission, and that in itself isn't too much about. The problem is when you realise I've just done three of those over Christmas, and they take quite a while to get those set up. But here we are outside of the Roman Flotilla where we last ended up, and we're going to have a quick chat with Kagran. So.
Captain Tom Paris has requested your ship for a joint mission with his task force. I won't lie to you. We're not making much headway against the Iconians so far. You and your crew have proven to be capable of fighting them. Delta Flight is one of the only other teams to do so. Together, perhaps you can start to turn the tide. Report to the Cal Bryden system. Captain Paris and his team are waiting for you there.
And we go to the Cal Bryden system, and we get a specialization qualification and a delivering for just completing it. Then we get a engineering console, which is not too bad. Which is a one, and a standard neutronium. No, these aren't particularly brilliant ones, but these are somewhat decent to have if you have nothing else to go fit in those slots. So let's get started. So let's head to where the USS Bern is.
You are cleared for transport at your convenience.
So we'll be monitoring the whole system for shows what's within briefing. Just watch the room will be standing by for you to turn immediately if they're descent range. And welcome to the USS Bern. This is a decent ship. Now we've got Commander Miral Paris. Now, because Scarlet is was a Discovery character, another mission where Miral Paris would appear in disappeared when Discovery came in. So she will say something different if you've got if you did a mission with Miral Paris. However, because we didn't do it, she'll be saying stuff saying the following.
Welcome to the USS Bern. Normally I'm the security chief and second officer on the USS Kirk, but she took heavy damage during the battle in the Lena system. Until she gets out of dry dock, I and many of the crew accepted temporary postings to other ships. I wasn't expecting to get a request to join my father's task force, but Delta Flight is doing some good. I want to help.
Is it difficult working with your father?
It's not that unusual. My grandfather was an admiral, and my mom, and most of the people I consider my extended family are either in Starfleet or are like Seven, who might as well be. Truthfully, I think Dad's finding this more difficult than I am.
It'll be good to work with you.
I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know what crazy scheme my father's cooked up this time, but the more off the wall his ideas are, the more they seem to work. With you on the team, I'm sure we'll complete this mission. But let me know if you need me to translate. Dad has this habit of talking in phrases that went out of style 400 years ago.
Indeed. I'll keep that in mind. Indeed. Captain Paris okay. Captain Tom Paris. You may recognise from your voice, and he does speak a lot of late 20th and 21st century lingo. Alright, he doesn't get it alright. So, you off. You look like a Klingon pilot to me.
Warrior, join with us and stab at the heart of the Iconians. We will either be victorious, or we race towards Stovacor. Today is a good day.
Good plan.
I am the team's weapons expert. Most weapons on ships are too puny. I make them strong. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you loaded 5 quantum torpedoes into one casing? You have to reinforce the tubes, but the result is most satisfying.
I'll consider that. I think I've got more than 5 in my torpedoes. Andrew Weston. Don't recognise you at all.
Andrew Weston, all-around genius. Don't let the lack of pips on my collar fool you. I'm just as good as anyone from Starfleet. Better even, because I don't let the rules get in my way. I spent some time at the Academy, but I left when I realized Starfleet wasn't for me. Miral stayed. Always wondered if things would have been different for us if she'd had the courage to walk away when I did.
Some must find discipline and dedication important.
Sure. Kirk reprograms the Kobayashi Maru, and he's a legend. I take a creative approach to alter my grade on the astrometrics final, and I get tossed out on my ear. Starfleet needs to loosen up a bit, if you ask me. And that time I spent in New Zealand? Yeah, I did everything they accused me of, and then I did my time. Like I said, I don't like rules.
And yet you volunteered for a war mission.
Just because I'm not as stiff doesn't mean I don't want to help win the war. My main focus is computers, specifically encryption algorithms. I've been studying the Iconian tech, and I think I made some inroads into the fractals they're using for... You know what? The details don't matter. When it comes to taking out Iconian security protocols, I'm the man for the job.
Chain of command is there for a reason. Keep focused on your job. Okay, we've got Mr. Demara and Mr. Fenrix. Demara?
Jolan True, do you understand ancient Earth humor? Paris, the older one, keeps asking me if I am 2 weeks from retirement. Is that supposed to be humorous?
Not as far as I know, but he's having a joke at your expense.
I thought so. Look, when things get messy out there, and they will, stick with the team and keep your head down. If we work together, we might just get out of this in one piece. Most of us, anyway.
Thanks. I mean, it looks like you haven't come out of everything in one piece. Mr. Fenrix.
Hello there. I'm Fenrix, and I'm well, I don't have a specialization like most of the others, but Captain Paris calls me the cook. I don't know why. I can burn water, but it seems to amuse him for some reason. I'm a trader and blockade runner. Any place where there's conflict, there's usually a few good deals to be made. I wasn't too sure about leaving the Delta Quadrant, knowing the territory is a good part of staying alive, you know. But Tom convinced me. And except for all the heralds trying to kill us, it's not too bad so far.
Good to have you on the team.
You know, one of the things I've enjoyed the most about coming here is the opportunity to get to know people from other cultures. Klingons, Romulans, humans, Andorians, Betazoids. So many different and intriguing species. Say, after this mission, how about we grab a drink? And I can tell you about the third time I left Benth in custody and then broke through a Voth defense line to recover the lost chalice of Zazilma.
Let's see how this mission goes before we make any future plans. Okay, and we've got Canna Ginnis.
I'm Canna Ginnis, the team scout. No one's better than I am at finding trouble, and believe me, I've found plenty. I borrowed my first shuttle off a landing pad when I was 10. I didn't think I'd ever have a chance to join Starfleet, but luckily, people like Captain Paris can see the person behind the incident reports. Now I have a chance to make a difference.
Glad to meet you, Anton.
It's good to get a chance to know everyone on the team before the action starts. It's bad enough fighting the Heralds. We don't need any interpersonal conflicts muddying the waters. You can count on me, sir, and I know I can count on you.
Ah, yes. Indeed. Now, Paris goes... Is that what to say? Okay, come in here closer, okay?
Thanks for coming. Nice to see you again, especially after what happened at New Romulus and Lanus. As you well know, the war is not going too well. Delta Flight is one of the ways we're trying to change that. We're a cross-faction team picked for our abilities, not our politics. Now the Alliance needs us to handle an important mission. I hate putting your crew at risk too, but we're gonna need you on this one.
Okay, what do you need?
Oh, not much. We're just gonna slip into a heavily guarded system that the Iconians already control, avoid detection and probable destruction, steal a Solanae device that could give them a beachhead in our dimension, and escape with our lives. Sound like fun?
I'm ready for you are?
So this used to be Calbryden 3. Intelligence believes that the Iconians destroyed the planet to gather materials for a subspace disruption device. We think they intend to use this device to open a door for their Solanae forces to enter our space.
A whole new fleet for the Iconians? We can't let that happen.
Exactly. But the planetary debris has created an asteroid field, and the mineral content of those asteroids will shield us from the Iconian sensor arrays. I've plotted a course for us, but we'll still need to watch for the Herald patrols. The station with the device is in the center of the debris. Weston will override their computers while we run interference. Once the station shields are down, we'll eliminate it and the device with extreme prejudice.
Is that another reference from that ancient program about impossible missions you like to watch?
Something like that. The Alliance doesn't have a fleet to send against this station. We're it. If we can't do it, no one can.
So, no pressure.
I hope you're all ready to do the best flying you've ever done, because that's what we're gonna need to complete this mission. Let's head 'em up and move 'em out. Dismissed.
Right. Somebody push back. We're going to take the bridge. Yeah. Push back direct to the bridge. Okay, let's go.
The rubble in our way used to be the planet known as Calbryden 3. Uninhabited, luckily. But they had high amounts of topaline, uridium, and boronite. When the boronite and uridium are combined and exposed to an electrical charge, they create spatially inverted tetraons. Lots of spatially inverted tetraons. That's why the Heralds are here. To create a pocket of our space where the Solanae can survive. From there, they'll expand, and what's good for the Solanae is fairly terrible for us.
It sounds like we've arrived in the nick of time.
The Heralds have set up a security beacon at the entrance to this system. We'll need to disable it before we can attempt to slip through this asteroid field.
Heading close to the security perimeter satellite. Oh, this is like this. I think
Okay, Weston. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to take down this security grid. We only have a limited amount of time before a patrol comes by and finds us.
How can we help Weston?
I need help inputting the proper subspace frequencies as I use my deflector dish to cycle through the possibilities. You'll need to match the alpha, beta, and gamma bands. With my subroutine scrambler, that should be enough to break through their security.
I'm ready. Let's start the sequence. Now. Oops. Yeah, bit delay in the. Execute override.
We've done it! Hurry! The security perimeter won't stay down for long.
Let's get moving then.
Okay, here's the good news. The topoline and the planetary debris will hide us from the Herald sensors. Now keep the larger deposits between your ship and the Iconian station. If you stray too far off the path, they'll find us. So keep moving and stay in formation. If you encounter any patrols, take them out as quickly as you can. We need to get in position before the Heralds know we're here.
Keep moving and avoid our destroyer anyhow. I can do that.
How would you rate your piloting abilities?
Now, this is another one of those pick your difficulty one within the mission. Now, this basically will affect how well these ships will fly. Now, I'm going to be picking the easy one just purely because I'm trying to do it without making everyone feel ill. But but I'm not entirely sure these will give you more time to get to each point, and this doesn't matter on various stuff.
Bringing up your navigational HUD now. Try to stick to the path I've outlined.
Indeed. You see, basically fly through the hoops. There is actually
The mineral content of the asteroids will shield us from the Herald Scent. Try to stay in formation with the rest of the squadron.
Indeed. I mean, you see, I've got 12 seconds to make it to the next checkpoint, and I've got plenty of time. I could have easily done it on the easy or hard.
Let's kick the tires and light the fires.
Indeed.
I'm not sure what that means. Is it some kind of alpha quadrant?
Kinda. I'll explain it later, Fenrix.
Fire your proton packs, kids. The next turn is a tight one.
Okay, yep.
Easy enough for a talented, handsome pilot like myself.
Everyone's mom tells them they're handsome, Fenrix.
Friendly fire. Ow, I'm wounded.
Oh dear.
Fewer asteroids through here. More chances of being spotted.
We're in luck. Sensors show that this asteroid is mostly hollow. If we blow through where the rock is thinnest, we can slip through without being detected.
Right, ready to fire.
Fire in the hole!
Indeed. There you go. Fire.
This reminds me of flying through Earth's space dock. They don't like it when you do that at full impulse.
Yeah. Wait. Who let Fenrix fly inside ESD? Weston?
No comment.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
And if you...
I've flown through worse in the Badlands.
Indeed. Bye-bye.
Whoa, Miral. Watch the paint job there, Tiger.
Don't be a rear seat pilot.
I think you mean backseat driver.
But we're flying, sir.
Yeah, there's actually regulations about
Herald Patrol up ahead. Take them out before they can warn the others.
Indeed.
I'm jamming their outgoing transmissions, but it won't last. backup over here. Get a team and get over to Miral's ship.
Better transport to the burn again.
My team and the Burns crew have cleared most of the boarding parties, but there are still heralds trying to get to the bridge and more pinning me down near the armory. Head toward me. If we can team up, we can make a push towards the bridge.
Alright, see you soon, Captain. Now, this is a familiar place if you have been here on the 24/9 tutorial. Yeah, looks like we found the okay. Oh dear. He left some of us. Okay, let's open the armory. Get some good phases. Alright.
Fell back here to grab some phaser rifles and got bottled up by those heralds. Thanks for the help.
What's the situation?
The bridge crew has sealed off the bridge and locked the ship's computers down, but the heralds aren't giving up. All of the remaining boarding parties are moving toward the bridge. If we don't get there before the heralds break through, they'll slaughter everyone there and set the ship to self-destruct.
What about the wounded?
My away team's medic is already helping the Burns crew. Since your team is here, my people can take the wounded to a transporter and get them to safety.
What's the plan?
Now that you and your team are here, we can clear out the remaining heralds, get to a turbo lift, and head to the bridge. Lock and load, everybody. It's time to save the day.
Lock and load doesn't really work with a phaser. But yeah, it works. So, and there is. There we are. Now this allows us to drop some. If you're an engineer or you got anything that you can drop like this character, you can prep up a pile of stuff and use this as a ability to prep for an upcoming battle with our hand. Get the jump on people. Like I've just done. Engineers get that a lot better, but tacticals can prep up their bring the teams in. Oh dear, we lost the medic. Oh, I thought we did. Right. That Herald had been filtering the rest deck then. Okay, from deck F to deck A.
Miral!
Welcome to the party. We could use a little help.
Alright. Well,
I think that's the last of them. What's our status?
all of the ships are secure.
Your ship is damaged and you have crew in sickbay, Miral. I don't want any unnecessary casualties. I have great respect for your abilities, but if this is some sort of Klingon, glory-seeking, never give up, today is a good day to die kind of thing...
Everyone on this ship knew the risks when we started this mission, including me. The boarding parties are gone, and we need to keep moving. We have to get to the station and finish our mission before we run into any more Herald patrols.
Okay, can your ship continue, Miral?
As much as I hate to say it, you're right. If we live through this, your mom is going to be so proud, but she's going to think I was an idiot for trying to hold you back. That's if we live. What do we need to do to get your ship back up and running?
I'd like to help as well. What can we do?
I know a few of Andrew's tricks. used one of his encrypted override codes to lock the Heralds out of our computer so they couldn't take control of the ship. I could use some extra hands to get these systems restored.
Nice trick.
Good job on the computers, Miral, but Andrew? Did he teach you anything else that got him sent to a penal colony?
Cannot wait until later, Captain. We need to get the burn back online. And it's not like it's like another type of burn which Daniels told us not to investigate. And yes, being in 2021, we know a few things of. Anyway, let's restore this computer control.
That does it. Let's both get back to our ships and finish this.
Alright, here. 5 to be back.
The Heralds are going to notice one of their patrols is missing. Let's move.
Ready when you are. And
time to pick up the pace, people.
I got some scans of those ships. Should give me an advantage when we get to the
We're coming up on the center of their operations.
indeed. I need to slow down a bit. But yes, let's see what
Detecting Solanae energy signatures ahead. Solanae, ugh. They give me the creeps.
Target the ships defending the station.
Ooh, that's a big ship. Well, we blew it up pretty quick.
Weston, you're up. We'll keep them busy.
On it.
Iconian energy signature detected.
Evasive maneuvers. Pattern, Paris Delta 2.
Andrew!
We need to abort. We can't do this without Weston.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithms in case something happened.
We're falling back.
Dad, I know you mean well. I have to do this. You know what will happen if the Solanae can break through. We'll lose everything.
Okay, Miral. You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Miral's ship so she can finish this. We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped. The station shields are down. It can be damaged.
Let's take those shielding those down pretty quick. I've got the flat sheet, the burn. I don't think Paris is the Mercury.
We're getting there. Attack the Dreadnought. Drones left on the station. Take them out now.
And
Last node. Destroy it. and we can take out the dreadnought and finish this.
This is slightly out of range.
Shields are offline. Destroy the dreadnought.
Can I go through? Yes.
Not just to bring their shields up. I think they're activating the station. They're trying to bring the Solanae through. Give me just... Got it! Core shields down. Hit him now!
Right, destroy the station.
Detecting a power surge!
I have their main computer. They're still trying to start the conversion process, but their shields are completely down.
Okay, let's blow up this thing and head home. We're being pulled in. Evasive maneuvers. Yeehaw!
I found something interesting in the computer system before the station blew. It's coordinates for another sphere. And this one looks to be very strategically important. It might even be a secondary hub for the Iconian Gateway network. I grabbed everything on it I could find. I'll transmit the files to Captain Cogran at Alliance Command. Maybe he can get a team together to investigate.
No, it's been a pleasure to be working with you, Lieutenant Commander.
The station is destroyed, and we've completed our mission. But not without paying a price. Weston was a talented engineer and a damn fine pilot. He may not have wanted to be in Starfleet, but there was a time I didn't think I was Starfleet material either. Sometimes rebels make the best officers. We know our duty. We just have our own way of getting it done.
Sometimes you have to break the rules to help the law.
Exactly. It's been a pleasure flying with you. Maybe we can do it again sometime before this thing ends. Consider yourself an honorary member of Delta Flight.
Thank you, Captain Paris. Now,
Losing Weston is regrettable, but we needed a victory today. Thanks to you, we have won. Defeating a Herald dreadnought is a significant achievement. Destroying their station and keeping the Solanae locked in subspace is even more valuable. The number of ships and soldiers we have is finite. We cannot allow the Iconians to have a numerical advantage, as well as a technological one. I will examine the files Lieutenant Commander Paris managed to recover from the Herald computers. Perhaps a strike on this space she found will be our next move.
yes, maybe. Right. Okay, quickly cover things. Okay, Specialization Qualifications. These apply to your bridge officers. Now, my LMH, or the holographic, she's got a Milker Worker. Is the only one who's got a. Allows him to use two sets of bonus science abilities, but also Milker Worker abilities, and the. Well, also because but this will give piloting abilities to any bridge officer I so wish. However, this does not affect any ground, and you must be also flying a ship that has Milker Worker seating to actually use those pilot abilities to use those for pilot powers. Sadly, the Pira is not one of those ships. Next up is the Polaric Modulator, which is one of the two items you can pick up. This is a very, very, very nice, not brilliant piece of gear. It's an okay piece of equipment. If your ship feels slow and you just want to move out of the way stuff, this will let you turn faster. But flight fly faster, you will basically as a slight gives your ship a bit more power throughout the plane speed when you need it, and puts 7.5% of the power you have as your weapons into your engines. Very nice to have. Now, if you do have already, but since this is only once per you look at one of these at any one time, you might want to consider the neutronium alloys. These are the common items which you can pick up randomly. This is a decently built, placed piece of gear which you can basically use to replace a lot of things. But this is actually this will basically is a 20% damage resistance rating. So if you feel like you've done a lot, that's a thing. You might want to slot that in. Although you might want to consider looking at your build, with means. But those two are decent to have, and that's if you don't have anything in. But if you weren't like me, I'm using some stuff in my ship. But yes, very nice. So that's not one of the best pieces of gear, but avoiding taking damage and it's never a thing to worry, to be disappointed about. And getting to the next fight is always nice to have as well. So nice to have, but other things to do will just damage later. But I think we'll be doing that when we go to see House Peg. House Peg is coming up next week.